Hey, what's up, guys? This is MPFSU, back with another video, and right now we're looking at the cover 3 defense out of the 4-3 playbook. This is our defensive series, and this is the cover 3 base. And just to go into this video to show you a little bit of my adjustments, I will have to make this into 2 parts. I've tried to record this a couple times now, and it's just a lot of information to get in on one video. So I'm going to split this into 2 parts, and we're going to talk about 3 different defensive adjustments. I'm going to pre-show those right now, and then talk about them. Talk about 1 or 2 of them in this video, and then get into some other things in the third video, and then the 4th video I'll just show you how this is implemented during gameplay. So just to go back and go back over the cover 3. Now, as we were talking about before, this is a primary run stopping defense. So you want to call this when you're pretty confident you're getting a run play. Now, there are some adjustments you need to make because you're going to be attacked differently, based like zone read. You got passing and spread offenses and those things like that. So you have to make some adjustments. And what I like about the 4-3 is it's very flexible defense. The 3-4 is also pretty flexible, but the playbook itself is more flexible to what you can do versus different defenses and give them different looks. And you can add or subtract personnel to better help your defensive situation. So, alright, so let's go ahead and hop right into it. Now, if you run into a team that starts to pass the ball a good bit after you've shot down the run, adjustment I like to make, now this is based on just a cover 3 adjustment. Now there are some man defenses and things that you can call to stop the pass, but if you want to stop the pass and use zone and not have to blitz a whole lot, one adjustment I like to make is the cloud. Now the rule with the 4-3 is you do have 3 linebackers and 4 down linemen and 4 defensive backs. Now in the cover 3, the first one, you're putting dudes into you're putting a strong safety into the box. In this situation, he's not. And we're going to take a look at that. Now, the rule is you definitely want to make sure you're calling this against a 2 to 3 wide receiver sets. If they go to 4 wide receivers, then you need to bring in a nickel back. So let's go ahead and check this out against this. And let's just call this is a normal pass play that you would see against a different defense. Now, and he takes off and runs. Okay, so let's take a look at this here really quick. Now if you look at this alignment, how they're aligned, you see the 4 defensive backs back deep. So now you don't not have 8 in the box, so this is not a good run defense. Although you have some run support, it's still not good. You have 7 in the box. 8 is essential to really stopping the run. Obviously 9 is better, but 8 is essential if you're going to try to stop the run. As you can see here, you have your weak outside linebacker in this alignment covering the slot. And side note, you see this corner is aligned in deep coverage, but actually he's supposed to be covering the flats. So just a side note, when Florida State played South Carolina, and I believe it was one of the bowl games, and Lattimore, who now is a San Francisco 49er, got knocked out of the game. When Greg Reed was in this particular play, they thought they had the flats. He rolled down and he hit the running back. Now in this play, there's nobody going out to the flats, but they ran Lattimore on a pass play out to the flats, and Greg Reed pretty much lit him up and put him out of the game. So that's a good position right there for your hard hitting corners. You want them to be that force guy on this side of the field. Now as you see how the defense goes, everybody rotates the coverage over to the wide side of the field, which is a good way. This is how you want to run this. You want everybody to rotate towards the wide side for zone flooding purposes. So now as you see, this safety flies to the deep middle. This guy flies to the third of the field, the 1/3 of the field, because he's going to take over that corner spot. I'm supposed to be covering 3 deep. and this is without a blitz. They're rotating their coverage. So and like I said, this guy is covering that, and this guy is supposed to cover this button if they're going to try to throw that. So you have optimal coverage there, and that is the beauty of that. Now that's the beauty of that play. But let's go a bit further, and let's show you if they bring in 4 wide receivers. We're running again. Now if they bring in 4 wide receivers, what you want to do is bring your nickel back in. And that's the thing with the 4-3 playbook. You're not looking at it saying, well, I'm just bringing a nickel back in for, just to bring a nickel back in. You're bringing a nickel back in because you have to, because they have more wide receivers on. So you need to have that one extra guy covering a wide receiver and take away some of that responsibility from linebackers so that your defense doesn't get spread out as much. And that is very important when you're playing to cover 3. You don't want to get your defense spread out too thin, which that's what the offense is trying to do, spread you out. So you don't want them to spread you out as much. So you come out and you call this. Now it's 4 wide receivers. You go ahead, nickel, and he's off to the races again. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at that again on the replay. So now this guy is lined up in here, which he's most of the time he's sitting right in here, but he's in zone coverage. That's your weak side linebacker now, covering the interior. He's supposed to be your best pass coverage guy, so he's going to be covering the interior there. And now you brought in your nickel to cover the slot on this side. And now your Sam, your middle linebacker, who should also be good in pass coverage. He has to go out here, and he has this coverage out here, and he should be able to just to cover that area. As you see now, since your coverage is the way it is, this guy goes ahead and locks up this guy right here because he wants to jam him and prevent him from giving this guy an opportunity to fly out there, and also helping your middle linebacker in coverage. Now obviously there's open area in this defense against the pass, but you want to make sure that your guys are really sound in covering in their gap control, the area control, and that there's no mistakes, or you could get pretty much roasted. So you want to make sure that you know what your opponent is trying to attack, and you want to try to take that away. That's the primary thing you're trying to do with this sort of play call. Now, you obviously can blitz and do some other things, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But I wanted to show you that, and I guess for the next video we will go into a little in depth on some different alignments and things like that. So I'm going to stop it right here. I appreciate you guys watching this. I will be coming out with video 3 here shortly, just cutting this part in half, so I can have not have a long behind video. Okay, so I do appreciate you watching. I hope you check back soon. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.